Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have this 2022 Cadillac Escalade, and we're going to do the rear chrome delete installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how it looks before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we use the gloss black material, that way it matches the look of the vehicle and gives it a sportier look as well. If you like the product, the link for the product will be down in the description below. But with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So before starting the installation, make sure you prep the panel that you're going to be working on. So you could either wash your vehicle or use any type of products that's safe to use to clean the panels of the vehicle. And also for this one, make sure you clean on the inside as well. And also clean the chrome panel on the bottom. So when it comes to installing the piece to the chrome panel, we're going to start by installing the lower section of the trim first. So there's two pieces to this one for the driver's side, the other one for the passenger side. So the same steps that we would do for this section here, you just rinse and repeat for the other side. So when it comes to the installation, start by aligning this piece of the film to this area of the panel. So you could place the film there and just align it to the panel here. So just align it like this and make sure you're covering the chrome. It's a little hard to work around this section since it is just a smaller area here. Once you get it aligned and tacked down, you should be good to go. So it should look like this. Again, if you need to adjust it, just lift it and adjust it little by little. As long as you get this section ready to go, you could continue with the rest of the installation. So just lift the film carefully, and you could use just the bottom half of the chrome panel here as a guide to align the film to the panel. So everything should fall into place like this. For this section here, all we need to do is just lift the film carefully and just with our squeegee, tuck the film inside here, since it does have a small little curve, but other than that, it's nothing too crazy. So just lift it and squeegee, and just adjust it just in case you do have small little fingers. So lift it and squeegee. And now you would just make sure there's no air bubbles behind the film. And if you need to trim off any excess material, you can. So let's say for example here we just have a little bit of excess material exposed. Grab your blade, find the small gap in between the panel and the trunk, and just carefully trim it off. It should look like that. And then apply heat on the curved edges here, and that way the film can start sitting on the panel. And then the same steps that we did here, you just rinse and repeat here. And once you're done installing both of these, you can move on to this top section here. So for the top piece, we're going to start by aligning it on one edge first. So start from this side, and once you align it, just work your way on installing the rest of the film on the panel, and make sure you give yourself enough material here to cover the middle section of the chrome here. So place the film, align it on one edge first, make sure that you're covering all of the chrome on one side, and then just follow the design of the chrome here. And remember to give yourself enough material to cover underneath here, and also just make sure to give yourself material on the top section. So take your time. If you need to lift the film to adjust it, you can, but other than that, it should be pretty easy. Once you place the whole film, grab your squeegee and start tacking the whole film down. So lift it from the top edge first. The reason why we're lifting is because since there is air between the film here in the middle section, we need to remove it. So just lift it carefully and just start squeegeeing all the air. So just take your time for this piece when you're squeegeeing, and if you feel that you're accidentally creasing the film, you could reset by lifting the film carefully and just tagging it back down. And if you do come across some small little fingers on the top section, those fingers we could remove them with heat, but for right now our main focus is just tacking down the whole film and making sure we don't leave any air bubbles. Air bubble here, so just lift the film carefully, squeegee at an angle, and bring them down. And then just squeegee the bottom, and now you should be able to see that the chrome is being covered. Okay, and now we just trim off the excess material that's on the top surface and on the edges, and after that we would add heat and we're done. So for this lower section here, there is 3 pieces to install. So the first one would be the section on the bottom end, then the middle, then the top edge. So for this one, you can start by aligning it on this section of the panel first. So just align it there. And you can use the bottom half as a guide in order to align this film. So just place it and start by aligning it, and it should cover everything on the bottom section here. So just take your time when installing this piece. If you do come across small fingers, those fingers we could remove them with just heat. So once you finish installing the lower set, apply heat to remove all these fingers on the panel here. Okay, and now that we tacked down this lower section, now we can move on to the middle trim. So start from aligning it from one edge. Make sure you give yourself enough material to cover the chrome. Just work your way on installing the rest of the film. So this one is just for the middle section here. So make sure you're only covering the middle section. And then same steps, after we finish applying it, we're gonna apply heat. That way we seal this section, and then we will install this one. So heat. And now we install the last piece. Okay, so for this one, start by aligning it on the top edge first. Once you have enough material to cover the top edge, and just work your way on installing the rest of the film. If you need to adjust it, just lift it carefully and adjust the film, and it should just cover the top chrome section. Since we finished placing the whole film, grab your squeegee and start tacking down the whole section. And then any excess material that remains, that will get trimmed off. Okay, so now let's trim off the excess material. And once we're done trimming, we add heat. And then after that, we post heat again. So once you finish with the whole installation, the last thing to do is just post heat the whole film. That way we help the adhesive activate faster, and we also help any edges that are still lifting tack down more better. So just grab your heat gun and start adding heat all over each panel. Okay, so that concludes the installation video for the rear chrome delete installation for the 2022 Cadillac Escalade. We hope that this video helped you guys out with the installation. If it did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss any upcoming installation videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.